How's it going? Today is 9th of January. It's New Year, Tuesday, and we're taking a look at the market and what kind of opportunities are available up there. I was taking a look at Birmingham. Within that area, there's a team there for next 2 years. The team there are looking for about 300 million pounds or so, perhaps even more. Great. If they can find that 300 million, great. Let's try to help that team in finding 300 million. Where is it? So the team, there was a person's name there. I can't remember the name, but there's a department, right? And something that's called a level up department. Myself, I would be looking to understand this department, perhaps the active department, or looking this department is looking to solve a lot of problems. Great. How I can reach out to this department, and if anything, how I can from this department. There might be different teams within different regions that perhaps those teams will understand the different regions very well, and how I can work together with this department. And in particular, I'm interested in Birmingham area and to myself solving and or helping that team to look for 300 million pounds and how we can do it. I went on the government's website and I have taken a look at Department of Level Up. There might be different people with different roles and different responsibilities within this department. Sometimes can take about 2 hours of trying to find the people that I need to reach out to or speak to. There's ways of contacting. There's no response. They're saying that that's the way to do it, but there's no response. Perhaps there's a reason why they would ignore that. Perhaps they would. Usually that's just the front, right? So they would say they're doing something. That's my personal feedback. There usually there's nothing there. There might be perhaps media, I guess. I don't know who need to reach out to receive response, right? To all the front that was put together there. I would need to find a person who was hired to solve this problem. So that's the best way of doing it. So he uh, potentially can be held accountable for next 2 years to look for 300 million. Perhaps if the person could be held accountable, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but that's overall my own feedback coming into this. I have seen article that was released yesterday. Just before I jumped into this article, they have released some funds, I think, for location within UK that would be between Sheffield and Nottingham, and that name of the place is Mansfield. Let's try to understand this article a little bit better. What's happening? Again, I'm still looking for Birmingham. Let's take a look at this press release. 20 million bespoke funding for Mansfield as third level partnership. Mansfield named as a third area to benefit from level up partnership. Okay, so perhaps there's something happening within this area. Mansfield has been confirmed as a third area to benefit from the major 400 million bespoke generation program, which form as a key part of the government's level up agenda in England. Okay, so again, they might be launching a lot of projects on top of this fund, or this fund has capital, right? So this fund level up program, I guess, has finance, and they're looking to launch projects on top of this finance, right? Money just there is not doing anything. It's something I was highlighting today in my second video. Finance is there, it's just acting, is doing something. It's not doing anything, right? That's finance. So now this department needs to allocate that finance, right? Instead of acting, the finance actually needs to begin working and doing something. So perhaps this fund can allocate some of those finances and actually doing something. But that's just a case study example, I guess. The area will receive 200 million to improve the town center and its connective support residents in the most deprived areas across vital services and help divert young people from crime and antisocial behavior. Okay, to ensure the town is best prepared for benefit from the future investment. The government is committed to backing business all over the country to grow all regions of economy. So the 20 million. So since what they have outlined, right? So perhaps business coming in and collecting those people, right? That's how I understood it, right? Collecting those people from the streets. Something perhaps young people might be just being on the streets, just doing what what they would like to do, right? So yourself, if you were to come in and collect those people and put them into doing something, there's a funding there. That's how I understood it. There's a list, right? I haven't read this list. I think that this government department, a level of department, would be allocating its capital on what priorities, right? Myself, if it was me, I don't know, I would be allocating a large percentage into what would yield best returns, right? So that's an assets and what would be myself investing in. Research and development, perhaps universities, this department, perhaps property. Improving real estate, and I think this is how this department is more than likely going to be allocating capital, right? Perhaps increasing or improving property, I guess. But let's progress. The investment is made up of 7.4 million to remodel the. There's a name of the trio, no, of the company, I guess, estates that improve housing quality and access to services. Okay, so might be a business there. 5 million to connect as an example of low carbon construction project. Okay, businesses, not bad, not bad. 3.2 million for youth center of the Bellamy estate. Okay. I don't know. Perhaps what how they would measure this, how they would measure this project, right? So center. So what the center is doing. I don't think center is providing any qualifications or anything, which would be perhaps something to do or just giving environment. So I guess that's investment that not necessarily yield anything from my understanding, right? Next one, 2 million for streetscaping and public realm, improving the center of. Oh, okay, that's how I thought is gonna be all of the funds allocated to. To be honest, I thought that's the majority of the funds. Well, let's progress. 2 million for improvement of there's uh, business activity. Great. So okay. Let's progress. 300 million for. Yeah, understood correctly. 300,000. Okay. To the refurbishment of there's a name there, helps to make them more appropriate for family and youth support. I guess I don't know. 250,000 for schools. Readiness pilot for Nottingham Trent University. Okay, that's I think that's one of the best investments there. Let's progress. And 250,000 for capacity funding or for Mansfield District Council to identify its unique economic and cultural opportunities in presenting for the establishment of the new devolution of deal in East Midlands. Devolution deal. Okay. So council have received 250,000, which is great. Perhaps there's how many people can hire with that? 5 people or so. Great. So myself, I might be interested in reaching out to this council and see how I could take part in this deal. Most likely, there's would be no response. More than likely, there would be no response. So again, that's how tax money potentially be allocated, right? Which is great. That's what they believe. I thought it would be just to summarize, right? I thought that we are talking about 400 million, right? Bespoke generation programs, right? But perhaps it's just 20 million. Perhaps would that be 20 million? Perhaps that's a 20 million, right? So after 20 million, this is what they decided. Support perhaps local businesses. perhaps. I don't know about the centers. I don't know if there's a yield and a returns on investment or into those centers. I don't know how well they're providing any qualifications or education in those centers. So that's my own feedback. And if there's a council, would that be just one person? It's the only thing that I'm looking for. When we talk about my tax money, how my tax money has been allocated, how myself coming into this, now that I'm taking a look at those businesses, perhaps they offer a lot into community, right? Great. So perhaps that's kind of reasonable, I guess. What now? Once 250,000 be allocated to local council, if I would reach out to this council, if they would respond, that's it. It's the only thing to ask. Let's summarize this announcement, right? Just because this announcement was made yesterday, Mansfield is one of the 20 areas which will receive tailored support throughout level of partnership announcement in the spring budget. So I'll summarize everything, right, and everything what's happening, right. So that will be 20 different areas, right. So myself, I'm looking to reach out to this team. I think that's where action is happening, right. So perhaps this team is very active when it comes to solving all the problems, right. Within this area, I haven't done anything within this area. I haven't done anything. I haven't paid perhaps some taxes within this area. I'm looking to perhaps do that. But how can I enter its market? And there's no response. There's nothing there. So I cannot even enter its market. Perhaps if I cannot enter this market, who would that be interest of? Perhaps people who are already within this market, they not necessarily be interested in other people entering this market. So that's overall feedback, I guess, coming into this. But I'll touch on perhaps some of those deals that was outlined, right? And then let's progress from there because it might be a very hard thing to do. Just because I might not shed the best light on overall what's happening, right? So I'll just cover all the logos and everything what some of those people are doing. I haven't reached out to the team yet. Just overall, so from based on my past experience, that's not necessarily what will happen in the future. Once that been said, I'm currently even considering if it's worth my time of reading this deal, since there's no time to waste anymore, or the way how I can engage with this. So I need to engagement. That's what we're doing. I know I'm trying to bring more people's attention, engagement. So how I can enter, or other people might be interested in enter that. There were nothing there. So overall feedback, I guess. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a book, Project Fitflow. In the book, I'm taking a look at body and sharing a lot of information that I personally believe that would be very important for people who are looking to enter fitness, or it's something that you yourself might be interested in doing. It's beginner friendly. If you haven't done anything within fitness before, that really working out, I guess, and how you can progress, where to start, how to understand fitness, and some of those areas that will be nutrition, recovery, and working out, outlining everything in the book, where to start, how to progress, and potentially even how you can potentially begin making money out of fitness industry, or doing something that you like. You can find the QR code in the corner company's website below. I don't know. Perhaps myself, I'm just trying to understand what was the process of engaging with a team and or taking part, right? And how that process can look like. And perhaps it's so complex and hard for a reason, right? And why not that many people are doing it, or perhaps is succeeding to some of those areas, right? Perhaps that would be something there. But it depends. It depends. It's just, perhaps just new for me, right? When it comes to entering in new perhaps locations and where to begin, and how things are being done within some of those locations, right? But it's not something that I've thought about previously, so perhaps how, if not like this, that would be one of those ways how all trying to hold people accountable, or they're just being there, I guess, doing what they always done, unless there might be some changes, I guess, of what why would things be changed, right? There's no reason why to change anything. So just close on that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.